Okay, I think, yep, it's recording. So, welcome you guys to the training. Usually it is a chat, but we're stepping into September, so I thought a little bit of training won't hurt anybody, especially if it's a good reminder for you guys who are going after certain goals, and you want to pass it on to your team and make sure that everybody understands what Emerald is. And they're actually going after it, not from a standpoint of fear or that's impossible, but from a standpoint of that anything is possible and it can be done in less than 2 years, 2 months, or 2 weeks. And so it's all about the mindset and a little bit of a hustle to get yourself to that next step. So we're going to talk about Emerald in 24 hours. If you guys are totally brand new to the whole idea of calls, if you're totally brand new to the whole idea, mute it. Perfect. If you're kind of brand new to the whole ranking system, associate that with a promotion in your office. At first you start maybe as a receptionist, maybe move on to doing other tasks, maybe you then move on to maybe a associate manager, whatever they call it, manager associate, I don't know, and then you go to the manager and then so on and so forth. So this is the same idea, except that you do not get paid and in a way that the office sets it, okay? You can be out earning anybody really who's above you time-wise, rank-wise, and things like that. So keep that in mind. It's definitely a completely different system than what you see in a traditional office setting. You can always out-earn anybody in the company. You can out-earn your sponsor. You can out-earn somebody who has maybe a higher rank. It's all in the numbers. It's all in your hustle, and it's all in how bad you want to achieve something. So let's begin. As you guys know, Emerald is your very first step to success, okay? Emerald and Success Club kind of go hand in hand. Success Club usually happens before Emerald, and sometimes it doesn't. It all depends. But why Emerald, okay? This is your first huge success. It's not just a little tiny portion. It's a huge portion because you just prove to yourself and to the world in general, the social media world, that you are actually growing and kicking some butt while you're doing it. Nobody understands what Emerald is, but unless you're of course a coach, but all they see is that when you get that promotional post and somebody is congratulating you on achieving a couple of different goals, and one of them is Emerald, that kind of sets the environment for your following to see that you are a boss, okay? That you are not just doing sweaty selfies and post-workout things. You're actually doing something in the background that they might be interested in. It's your first big recognition via a post. You should actually recognize yourself as well. Do something fun for yourself because it is a big deal, you guys. It means that you're growing your team. We all want to grow. We all want to have this community of our own people, right? It's always fun to belong to a big community. But at the end of the day, if you're building this business, you're probably going to be attracting different people than your sponsor. You're probably going to be running things a little bit different than your sponsor. There's nothing wrong with that. It just shows that you're growing your team and you are creating your own culture that is totally up to you, okay? It also talks about income growth. We all love to get a little paycheck, right, for our efforts. Now, that takes time when you start growing a team because at first you're earning via commissions, and then when your team starts growing and you are properly mentoring your people, you're going to start noticing that your team is going to grow as well. It may take a month, it may take a year, it might take 2 years. And so it all depends on what's going on in your life, what's going on with your business, what's going on with your life goals, and so on. You get your leader status. And I love that one because it gives you the ability to lead others without thinking that you're not capable. I hope that makes sense. Because when you are hitting that promotion, you're realizing that you are more confident. You walk differently, you talk to people differently, you think of your business differently, you actually look at it as a business. So, what is an Emerald, you guys? An Emerald means 2 peeps on your team. Like, that's it. That's how simple it is. You only are looking at adding 2 coaches to your team. One on the right of the schematics, one on the left of the schematics. There are 2 active coaches. They can be a discount coaches who simply love the product in Shakeology and they order something monthly. It can be somebody who is really excited to build a business and really gets what you're doing and really wants to get out of a maybe rat race, or maybe they want to add a little income to their family. So it doesn't matter as long as those 2 people are active coaches. Now, who can be those people? It can be your husband, it can be your significant other, it can be your friend, your mom, your grandma, your sister. Just make sure you don't take their social security number and their credit cards and send them off without their knowledge. I mean, we all want them to grow and all, but at least ask them first. Now, if you guys cannot think of anybody to kind of give that an opportunity, that gift, or somebody to just trying, giving it a chance to start with a discount on Shakeology and getting their health and fitness, start with people who are on social media already now and speak to them with confidence that you are on your way. You may not be there yet, but you are on your way to achieve your first promotion and you are super excited. Usually a really good question to ask, and it was not of my creation. It's actually somebody else who created that. A really good way to ask somebody when they are interested in your health and fitness results or journey is, would you like to start like I did? Because you guys started with health and fitness and coaching, okay? And so that gives them an opportunity to give a discount. It gives you an opportunity to grow your team, and it gives them a chance to see where this can lead them. Next one is, okay, so now let's go into the nitty-gritty of Emerald is. I'm going to kind of get that whole, the nerdy stuff that you understand where it all coming from, and then we're going to get to the meat of everything. So 2 active coaches on your team, okay? So what are the requirements for those people and you? First of all, your fees, which is $15 a month, need to be paid monthly. Then you already order your Shakeology, so you're good on that. So you get your 50 personal volume units. They kind of are like dollar signs. They almost have the same value. So when you really think of 50 PV or 100 PV, you're thinking like a bag of Shakeology because it's $99 or something like that. So once you hit that 50 PV, which Shakeology way does above and beyond, you're good, okay? You're an active coach. You have to be an active coach to actually be eligible to be an Emerald. Then your husband, let's say your significant other, if they are a coach, they also need to be an active coach, and they also need to have 50 PV. Now, the best part about this whole thing, if you are still working on them to drink their Shakeology, now you can find a customer and place that customer under your husband's account, and then they will generate the customer PV, which will automatically qualify them for a 50 PV active status. So you can do it that way. If the same thing happens to your friend, they pay their $15 and they love Shakeology and they just want to kind of maybe even tiptoe around business for now, they want to work on themselves first and they don't really quite have the goals that you do, that's okay. Because what will happen then, even with the business fees of $15 a month, their Shakeology will still get a discount, and they will get a 25% discount on everything that they will ever purchase from Beachbody. So it's a pretty good deal. So between these 2 scenarios, you guys have these 2 people who still get a good deal on everything that they do. They work on themselves, and there's a huge possibility that they will maybe get inspired and work the business with you and become your business partners. Now, if you have somebody who is just like you and you're building the business, even better, okay? So then these people will start growing right along with you. Next one. So how to earn Emerald, let's say, in 24 hours. Because technically, when I went Emerald, I signed my family. I told my mom, this is what you're going to be. You're going to be a coach on my team, and you're going to get in shape. And that's what I did. And then I signed my brother on the other leg, and I said, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to be. And then the story. And so I got everybody on Shakeology, and of course I preached to them all, and they were less combative than some people may be because they were afraid of saying no to me. So I kind of scared them into being an Emerald. But you guys can go and see if your family wants to support you or at least get in shape and at least get a discount. So get your mindset right, you guys, and 10x your actions in the next 24 hours. Be really, truly obsessed. Like I was telling on the live video today, you can literally set your timer on your phone if you only have 20 minutes to work the business aside from your workout and maybe doing one post, and utilize those 20 minutes to reach out to the people and really devote your time to that. The next day, if you can 10x that action, invite 20 people, okay? And we're already covered. Go listen to that video that I was talking about how to find people who to reach out to. Now, number 2, sign your significant other, friend, sister, mom, neighbor. I mean, literally be obsessed, because when you come out there and say, I've been doing this, I'm getting great results, this shake thing is giving me insane energy, and I feel good, and I just wonder if you want to do this with me and start like me. Okay, number 3, make a public post. How coaching has changed your life already. It doesn't have to be anything commission-wise. It doesn't have to be money-wise. If you do pay your Shakeology off every single month with commission only as a regular active coach, kudos to you. You can say, I already paid off my own Shakeology. It's my breakfast. I literally drink it for free, and it gives me all the vitamins and nutrition that I ever needed, okay? You can also stress the community or accountability. You can stress your vision. You can stress your future. You can stress your dreams. You can talk about that. And add a call to action in the end. A lot of the times what we do now is drop an emoji if you want me to reach out. Usually people say, go fill out the form in my link, or here's a link to fill out a form. It's all good when you're established, okay? But when you're first starting, a lot of the times it's too much for people to handle. Everybody is busy. Nobody wants to sit and fill out yet another form to do something like that when you're simply wanting to give them information about coaching. So say, comment me, or give me a heart, or reach out to me in the inbox and just drop an emoji in the inbox if you feel kind of funky about doing this publicly, or just simply drop an emoji, okay? And then I don't actually stop there. Whoever didn't drop an emoji, commented, or liked my stuff, did message me, but commented or liked on my stuff, I still message them. And I still tell them that, hey, I know you liked, you didn't drop an emoji. If you feel kind of funny about it, that's okay. But if you still want to learn a little bit more, guys, some people are shy. Okay, some people don't think that they maybe are capable of coaching, or they don't think they have the time, or they don't even know what coaching is, okay? Next one is private message your list. That is the list I was talking about on live video today. Short, sweet, confident, you're sharing a gift, okay? Nothing more, nothing less. And you guys, you know, it really is scary to reach out to your first 5 people, your 10 people, your 100 people, your 200 people. It all depends on how you feel on the inside. When you start getting used to reaching out to people, you will become more confident. You will become less defensive. You will understand that it is for some, it is not for others, okay? It's okay if somebody says no. It's okay if somebody doesn't respond. Your life doesn't stop, okay? Your life moves on. And when somebody didn't respond, or when somebody said no to you, I can guarantee that they will keep watching you. And one day, life might change. And one day they might need to drop weight, or that one day they might need that accountability that we offer, and they will reach out to you. Good way to stay in contact is to constantly follow up with people every so many months. Number 5, mean it with confidence and excitement. You know where you're going, you guys. Confidence is so huge. I mean, I can't tell you guys how important it is. You don't need to know everything about everything. To this day, I don't know what ingredients are in Shakeology. I am completely ignorant about the fact. All I know is that what it does for me, what it's done for my mom, and what it's done for countless people who have helped so far. And although I encourage you guys to read on Shakeology and know what it does, you can drown in all that information. You're not Darren O'Lean, you're not Carl Geikler. You do not have to have all the questions. Usually when somebody asks you a question, the best way is to say, you know what, I'm not sure about that. Let me get that answer for you tomorrow. And do your research. Never say, I don't know, because I actually listened to that lesson in one of the books we listened recently, and they say, never ever say, I do not know, because that shows that you're not competent, and that shows that you're ignorant about your own product. If you do not know, you just honestly say, I'm not sure, or let me find out more. Or you can say, I'm brand new, but let me figure out, let me ask. We have a slew of information, so I'll be right on it. This is the best way to give people confidence that you're not going to leave them high and dry, and you're going to find out. But to this day, that didn't stop me that I don't know some of the words that they put on the Shakeology bag. I know it's clean. I know it's a plant. That's all I need to know. And it's what matters to me, how it makes my people feel, okay? I know how it's made. I know it's patented, and I know it's, you know, all these things, like all these ingredients, it comes and it has the integrity. And so that's what matters to me. And so have conviction in your voice. Mention a deadline. It's very important. Or say, oh my gosh, I only have 3 spots for 3 girls. Obviously, like 3 spots for 3 girls. But anyway, you know, just speak from your heart and make sure that when you do talk to people, you are listening, okay? You take in 2 people to start training ASAP. Then people think, okay, well, I'm kind of thinking about that, but now I kind of got to hurry up because she's starting this Smart Start Academy or whatever, and she is going to start without me. It's a good way to give people to make a decision. Otherwise, if it's not in a hurry, why do you think they do Christmas sales? Why do you think they do summer sales? You want people to make a decision. Otherwise, they're going to be thinking about it for the rest of their life. Imagine me, you talk to me when you talk about offering me 2 shirts. One is pink, one is red. I can guarantee I will be your worst customer. I will be your worst nightmare because I cannot make a decision to save my life when it comes to shirts and colors. I cannot. I will stand and stare at those things until the store closes. You do not want to get a customer like me when it comes to a challenge bag. When I know that the store is going to close or I have a deadline to go buy that shirt, I will make a decision right there and then. And so it's a positive pressure to act on what people are desiring in their life. And besides, what can they lose if it's a 30-day money-back guarantee? I mean, come on. I mean, you really can't lose with that. Number 6, you guys, in conversations, mention perks like discounts, community support, resources. Whatever path they choose, coaching will change your life. Honestly, there were so many times to where I would talk to people and they say, you know what, I appreciate you reach out to me. I'm just a discount coach, but I love the community and I love what Shakeology does for me. I prefer to do it that way. My answer to them was, you know what, I don't care what you do, because what matters to me most is that I somehow had a hand in making your life positive. I somehow was a part of what is happening in your life and it's so positive. That makes me happy. Okay, and if they never choose to do coaching, and my life doesn't depend on it, I move on. Okay, not everybody is going to choose coaching because not everybody is like you or not, and that's okay. So be okay with that because it's a good thing. More income, you guys. Let's talk more income. Basic income source, commissions, right? You can start earning commissions whether you're a diamond, whether you're an emerald rank, whether you're just an active coach. You always have an opportunity to earn commissions. But let me tell you, commissions are fun, but you really have to hustle for those commissions, okay? And you know what I'm talking about when Success Club time comes, because you are trying to help people and you're on the time clock. Where the fun begins is the new income source, you guys, once you become an emerald. And that is based off of your team productivity, you guys. Each product has volume value to it. Just like Shakeology has 90 PV, Energize has like 38 PV. You don't need to remember any of that stuff. I'm just letting you know. I still don't know what any of this stuff is, nor do I care. When coaches help people, you guys, or buy their product, the volume builds up and cycles. So what does that mean? You have 2 banks, okay? You have 2 pots. And when those pots fill up every single week, from all the productivity that your team is doing, those pots are becoming full. And every Wednesday, the Beachbody company empties the pots and sees how many cycles within that pot you've earned, okay? And then they start over. And so I hope that makes sense, you guys. Can you nod if that makes sense? Okay, good. So every week, your pots on the left and the right are being emptied, and then you start over. Each time when the value of both pots actually equals to 300, you cycle. So they take 200 out of here, 100 out of here, they put it together, makes 300, you cycle. Every time you cycle as an emerald, you make $14. This is literally free money. The reason I say it's free, it's not literally free, but it's free because you guys, you put the work in bringing the people in, explaining what the coaching is, and you taught them how to build their dream, how to create productivity, and their productivity now is earning you income. You did not have to hustle for the challenge pack that they sold, okay? Is that making sense? They did the work. Making sense? Are you guys awake? Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm in the zone here. And all thanks to your team and everyone in your downline, you guys. In case you didn't know that, this is a huge perk. When you have these two pots and you're a coach and your upline places their coach because there's nowhere to put them anymore, they put them right here and right here and right here. I don't know if you can see my arm. So they keep putting them technically underneath you, but they're not your personal sponsor coaches. The volume that these people are now bringing in is coming through you. So that means that your pots are going to fill up faster. Making sense? So you're going to make faster all the $14 cycles. And so that pays for you guys to create the team. Now, what I was going to say. Oh, Energize 38 volume. I guess I remember that. So is that making sense? This is the technicality. Right now, it's basically to make sure that you have one coach on this leg, one coach on another leg. Okay, so, oops. Let's look at an example. You, okay? Your mom buys Shakeology. Your friend Kate buys Shakeology. She's a discount coach. Your mom is a discount coach. Steve is actually your husband. He's working the business. Mary is your friend. She's wanting to work the business. And then there's Susan, and then there's Brittany on the other leg. Let's say everybody buys something. Making sense? So in the first, on the top, you're seeing that from Mary. Mary bought $150 worth of performance line. Your mom drinks Shakeology. That's 90 PV. And then Kate is buying Daily Sunshine for her children. It's a 90 PV. It's kind of like Shakeology, just for kids specifically. And then Steve is buying Beach Bars, and he does Shakeology. So the pot is now full, okay? The pot from these 4 transactions is now full. 210 here, 240 here. Beachbody puts this together. You cycle, you just made $14. Now, whatever left extra goes down into the extra pot, and you start filling up. And so it constantly does this whole thing. So I guess if you really want to understand it, how I would explain it to myself to kind of wipe this whole thing out is the more people you have on your team and the better you do with training your team, you will grow, okay? That's probably the best way to say it. Okay, extra perks, you guys. Once you're an Emerald, there's 2 types of customer leads that you get. Why it's so important? The reason it's so important is because you are making relationships, building relationship with all these people who you know you can help, whether it's coaching, whether it's accountability, whether it's Shakeology, whatever it may be, okay? You build that relationship. You're trying to explain to them what a challenge pack is. You're trying to show them what Shakeology is. You're trying to give them the value of why they should join you. Guess what? These people right here, the customers that Beachbody is given to you are totally free. You don't have to explain to them what Shakeology is. You don't have to tell them how amazing 80-day obsession is. You don't have to teach them anything about anything because they already bought something. They already like Beachbody. You don't have to convince them of anything, and you shouldn't really be convincing anybody of anything, okay? So you guys are getting all these people given to you who already bought something. You can start building a relationship with these people that Beachbody found for you. That means there's an opportunity to become their friend and get them in the challenge group, start building that relationship, and they're already buying something, okay? They're already improving their life. There's an opportunity for them to fall in love with Beachbody even more and become a coach. Hello? There have been times, you guys, when these free leads have become amazingly, wildly successful coaches. And what if you did not get to Emerald? What if you did not actually reach Success Club? You would have missed out on a free customer that would have become this huge builder in your team. So 2 types of leads, you guys. Customer lead and Success Club lead. If you help 3 people a month to sign up with a challenge pack and you're an Emerald, you get a customer lead. If you help 5 people a month and you're an Emerald, 5 people a month with something on HD, whether it's Shakeology or the challenge pack, and you're an Emerald, and you get a Success Club lead. The difference between the two is customer lead does not give you money on the first purchase. Now, Success Club lead, you actually get the commission immediately without even knowing the person. You actually earn commission from what they purchased. Customer lead is given to you when you reach Success Club 5. Success Club lead is given to you when you reach Success Club 10. Is that making sense? So obviously, you guys, it pays to help 5 people a month with a challenge pack. Okay. Secret sauce to everything is Success Club. Help minimum 3 people a month. Did I mention you get prizes for that, you guys? Like the first month, we got a hat, and the third month, we're going to get a t-shirt, and then the 6th month, you're going to get a bag, and then you get podcasts and things like that. So it does pay to be in the Success Club. And resources. How can you get more information? This is like really simple, but if you really want to learn more, go to your Coach Online office, go to YouTube. This Emerald stuff has been explained millions of times in any which way that you can only imagine, okay? You can Google it. You can actually go to corporate Facebook training pages. They do a fabulous job explaining all these things. At the end of the day, you guys, when I talk Emerald, this is not something that you should be afraid of. It literally is a mindset. If you hustle and you do everything that you possibly can, you can achieve it in 24 hours. And if you don't, you have another day, okay? So don't stress over it, but treat it like this big step in your business to where it tells you, I'm capable. I guarantee you're going to get a lot more confidence. I guarantee that you're going to be talking about the business a little bit more different. And all because all of a sudden you have the responsibility, you have your own flock of people, whether it's 2 people or 10 people, okay? And so let me open it up to questions, if you guys have any questions. I'm going to keep recording just so people have an opportunity to listen to the questions. Let me stop share too. Okay, stop share. Wait. Do you guys have any questions? Does it make sense? Let me unmute. Whoever wants to unmute themselves, go right for it. If you guys have questions or suggestions or fears or whatever, you just unmute yourself right away. Let's talk. Look at all the people showing up today. That's awesome.
I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for your time.
Oh, I love you. Thank you. That means a lot. The slides are not new, but sometimes, you know, when you say something 50 times and we may not be in the right mindset, and then you say 51st time, can't even speak, it may just click. I don't know.
You want to hear something funny? Because I know that's a fact. And my personal development, every day I'm reading the same page twice. and believe me, when I read it again, it's not that I'm dumb on anything. I'm focusing as much as I can. But when I read it again, I understand it. I catch something that I didn't catch the first time. So the slides don't matter. You know what matters?
Same thing with 80-day obsession. I mean, I've done it a full circle once. I finished it, and then I've started it twice, and I've gone through 2 phases, and then something would stop me, like a trip or whatever. And so I've done it literally like almost 3 times. One of them was full. And I still catch myself listening to jokes that I never even paid attention to before. And I'm like, what is she saying? I don't remember doing that workout. And so you just never know when it clicks. Anybody else? No. Who's going to go?
How about a photo?
Oh, that's important. Okay.
Insta stories, of course.
I can only
Okay, but
smile. Done.
I only have.
Tiffany. We missed Tiffany. Let's do it again.
True. Tiffany, smile. Okay, but I can only fit 4 people on my photo. Somebody, guys, take a photo of all of us
Okay, on it. Oops.
because you have it on the phone, right?
Yay.
I mean, on the laptop. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Questions.
Who is doing that 24-hour to Emerald? Raise your hands and feet.
I'm digging. You're really close, no?
I only need one more.
Exactly.
One more coach.
So is Tiffany. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I
The key is to know why and keep yourself accountable, like to level up. It's crazy when we think that we've been doing it good or the best we can. There's always more that we can do, but be careful before you burn out. You have to have a clear vision and a clear plan so that it doesn't.
Well, I'm revamping after our yesterday's call. Guys, if you ever need a little bit of pumping or like a little bit of a kick in the butt, always go to Amalia for a little bit of tough love. Yesterday,
one-on-ones. I'm like, what is she talking about?
yeah, we had the one-on-one. Come on, you remember? I remember.
I'm sorry.
No, yesterday was my day off in a way. It was like anyways, so today I'm starting, so revamping, and it's gonna be only coaching and rights. So let's see. I don't know about 24 hours, but I mean, as soon as I get a coach, my husband gets on my other leg, so I'll become. So I just need one coach. But we'll see.
And ask that lady that you were talking about.
I know, but she's already. I know. I already texted 2 people, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm too busy." I'm like, "Okay, you know."
Well, make it 22.
I know. Those 2 was while I was nursing Luna right now to sleep.
There you go. You know, the best thing, I think I was telling Natasha that yesterday, the best way to see what works and what doesn't work, it's actually make a list of things that you've done for your business and with yourself, with your workouts, your habits. You know, look at your habits, look at your schedule. Since you became a coach, what the consistent activities that you've done. And then ask yourself, am I where I want to be? If you're not where you want to be with your business or in general, you know, what you expected, I urge you guys to look at the activities that you wrote down and completely flip them, like 180. Like do 180 and do a completely different opposite approach to everything. And so if it's not working, why would you continue using it or doing it? Just change it up and continue changing it up until you hit that spot, you know. And it may take 2-3 times for you to change it up, but don't be afraid, because I have a list. Like one of my things is having what I've always done, and I'm so guilty, is having my phone nearby when I work out. That takes my workouts longer. Like if somebody has a text or I have to do something, I put it on my non-negotiable. So obviously, you know, my workouts take longer. Now I set my phone aside and I do my workout. I concentrate on me. I mean, obviously with kids, it's harder, but if you guys notice that you're grabbing your phone, set the phone, you know, remove all the distractions as you're at it. I've never timed myself enough to create a habit. Now I started timing myself for several days, and it's helped me. And so flip the activities that you have been doing and were not working to a completely like 180. And then see what it does for you in a month or 2. That's the best way that you can learn what works.
It's easy for me. I haven't been inviting to coaching, so
There you go.
There you go. I just need to do it.
Facebook now allows you to request more than 10 people a day. They're not strict before, like they'll stop you or now they allow you to, because it's, you know, social media, it's out of control. Social media. So now I'm adding 10 people every day, and just me, I just decided I'm just sharing this with whoever wants to put into practice. But something that I started doing that I'm getting good feedback and building a fast relationship, like friendship at the moment, is I do video inviting. I create a clip and I ask questions. I would like to learn. Like, thank you for being part of my friends, I say. But beside your friend, I just want to let you know that I'm a coach. And, I would like to learn. In Spanish, that's what I would like to learn if you have any fit nutrition goal, or you might be interested in learning about being a coach like me. And I'm sharing a little bit more on, like, before we got on the train, I went live again, just like that, on Instagram. And I just say it as it is. Because you want to attract who you are at the moment. But what I have learned through the process, that if you make it if you don't tell them how it is, people might understand that it's easy, or because you're behind a computer or a phone. And so once you start being yourself and letting them know how it is, people will start to realize that, it's a process, that you have to invest in order to time and money and training and paying attention to team posts and all these things. And I think they have a better understanding when you just show up as you are. Like, like I did a post yesterday, I didn't have time because my schedule's like one, and I was like, I just took a picture of my living room because I'm working in my living room. I put a snap feed filter, and now I'm going to do my workout, and then I'm going to do this, and then go pick up a mirror, just like that in the post. And
those are usually the best ones, because I was trying to show you guys. So if you're on Instagram and if you're doing Insta stories, have you noticed that now when you can see who liked your stuff or watched your stuff, do you guys all have access to that you can click on the eye? So now next to the, was it Instagram or was it Facebook? Next to the eye, you will notice that there is a message. So you can send a message right off of there. So you can actually just make a list and not even go back and forth, but save yourself some time and message people right out of your stories, which is a huge time saver. So you can, do that whole back.
If you don't have time, like if they do so, you could do a screenshot and then the next day add it to your list. Like if you don't have time and you want to see who's seeing, just go, it comes out the list and then you screenshot. And then the next day you're like, hey, thank you for watching. Like, I know I'm crazy sometimes. Whatever you want to say, you in your own words, just being yourself. I think that's very normal already in social media, like online business. It's not, I think sometimes it's us that we like want to, be so professional. But, you learn through the process. We all need to go through the process. Eventually, if you keep inviting and showing up, people will learn about you. And
so we have less than a minute left. That's a good point, Devon. You guys want to add anything?
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. Look alive, people. Look alive.
I'm about to start working. I'm dying though. I'm so tired.
Got us like this.
I want to add something. I got something in the mail today.
Oh, you're gonna.
Thank you, Vaughn. I love you to the moon and back.
My support group.